My name is Carrie Davenport. I am a photographer who specialises in music, events and commercial photography. I also work alongside that as a facilitator for arts groups and community organisations, teaching them about photography and creative media. I first got into photography in school. I was doing my GCSE art and my A-level art and absolutely loved it. Got an old film camera and there was a darkroom in school that nobody used, so I used to spend most of my time hiding from my other classes and hanging out in the darkroom, teaching myself how to do photography. Absolutely fell in love with it and decided it was all I wanted to do. After that, I went on to study a foundation year at Tech and then university. But I found that the university was very fine arts based, not very technical. So I was working as a photographer's assistant as well, trying to learn the technical side of things. Found when I left university, it was very hard to get a job. I can remember one day sitting and I got rejection letters for like 4 jobs that I'd applied for. All came in the same morning in the post, and it was one of the worst days I've ever had. And I nearly gave up, felt like giving it up was a bad job, but then I decided to keep trying and keep at it. So perseverance really is key for jobs like this. So after a couple of years building up experience, I was able to go out with my portfolio and go freelance. Gave myself about a year to try and make a living out of it, and then decided that if I didn't make that in a year, I'd try something else. But I've been working for myself for 11 years now and I absolutely love it. It's the best decision I ever made. And if I look back over the last kind of decade, I've managed to photograph nearly all of my favourite bands. People like, last year I did Taylor Swift's tour of photography in Ireland. I work for Getty Images, who are an agency that I always followed and I loved their work, so it's kind of a dream come true to work for them. I photographed everyone from the Queen to AC/DC, which is quite a nice mix. And I think that's the real key to it. If you stick with something you're passionate about, it doesn't feel like work. Even when you're putting in the long hours, it feels worth it. And when you're doing it for yourself as well, it's absolutely amazing. You're not kind of clocking in somewhere from 9 till 5. You're getting a bit of a variety and a bit of a mixture. It's really tough to get started out. You got to work really, really hard. You got to be really confident in your ideas as well. Be prepared to stick by the things that you think will work, but take other people's ideas on as well. And no matter how many knocks you get, and there will be some, I can't remember the amount of times I applied for things and tried to get jobs and they didn't happen, or maybe things fell through. But if you learn to take that on the chin and just keep sticking at it and keep really, really going for it, you'll find that eventually it will pay off.